Good evening, friends. Welcome back. This is episode number 80, so it looks like this Let's Play will probably be longer than the Heart Let's Play I did, which, if you ask me, is pretty cool, because that was 84 episodes and had a ton of content, and it seems like this game is going to have even more content and more to see and do, so definitely makes me happy. And, oh, okay. Nameless Cavern. So that's the same spot I'm pretty sure that we had yesterday. I don't know if that means we're going to find Yuxi or Mess Spirit here. Um, Let me check it out just to be sure. I don't remember if is this just Azelf's cavern, or do all three of them appear in Nameless Caverns? There's a portal here, but we cannot go inside. Okay, so it must be just the one for Azelf then. Alright, well in that case, let's take back to the skies, and there should be another island around here somewhere. I don't know if it can be... So far they've all been on islands, even if they're not called islands. Look it up again real quick just to see, but Nameless Cavern, I don't know if that's... Is that just luck that we got the same one twice in a row, or... it is a new day, so it should have reset. Anyway, I think I see it. Yes, I do. Although this is also... I hope it's not every 24 hours, because it hasn't been 24 hours since I played, but it has been, like, it is after midnight. My DS's time. Mirage Forest. I don't think we have Mirage Forest, though. Wasn't it, like, Mirage Island or something? It might have been. Didn't look like a forest, at least. I'll give it that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this place looks different. And it looks like we can find Whismer and something else here. And an item. Always an item, a calcium, okay. Pretty cool. Take a quick look and see what else we can find here before we continue the Delta episode. I feel like things are going to get really excited soon. Ooh, a Petil, whatever? I don't really know too much about Petilil. Um, I want to say that's Lilligant's unevolved form, but for some reason I was thinking Lilligant was like Generation 7. Clearly it is not. We'll probably knock it out, but let's give it a shot. I do have Lily up first because I feel like we haven't used Lily in a little bit, so... Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. I actually don't know much about Petilil. I'm going to look him up as well. And okay, so we know Grass is not going to do the trick there. Trouble is our whole team has like really powerful moves now, so I'm not sure. We don't have, oops, wrong button. We don't have Shroomish with us, so who would do the least damage here? Maybe Dan with a Surf? Being not very effective, not stab. And his special attack isn't great. It's, it does a lot with Boom Burst because it's such a high base power. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be our best chance, and if even Dan will one-shot a Petilil, then we just won't catch one, and somehow I will survive. Alright, Petilil is a Gen 5 Pokemon. Wow, I was very wrong then. Okay. Oh, Tangela. That's cool. I like Tangela. Oh yeah, Petilil is very weak, so I imagine even a Surf might defeat it. It does evolve into Lilligant, though. I did get that part right, at least. Alright, yeah, for whatever reason I was thinking Lilligant was introduced in a much later generation. I don't think it's that good, to be honest, at least not that I've seen. It has pretty mediocre base stats, and they're just cooler Pokemon. Oh, a Purugly, that's cool too. Makes me want to play a Gen 4 game now, which I guess we will soon enough. Alright, well, I'm not going to spend too much more time here. I don't think we really need a Purugly or Petilil for any real reason except collecting, and we're not doing the full Pokedex. Let me just see if there's any other items here. Oh, there is. Somewhere. Is there like a path down south here somewhere? How else do I get to those items? And a Sunkern. Sunkern, I'm pretty sure, in terms of overall stats, is actually the weakest Pokemon. People think it's Magikarp. And, yeah, maybe it is, because Magikarp, if it just knows Splash, is weaker than Sunkern. Plus, a lot of Magikarp stats are divided into speed. And it learns no stab moves, whereas Sunkern, I think, can probably learn, like, Mega Drain at least. But, in terms of stats alone, Sunkern is, I'm pretty sure, the weakest Pokemon. Alright, let's do a Max Repel this time. And yeah, I'm really curious. There's an item. Oh, right here, okay. Razor Claw, okay. Found one of those yesterday too. But I guess now you have one for each hand. Alright, well that seems to be it for this mysterious forest place. We say we continue on with our main adventure. And if I recall correctly, we have to go back to the... Do we have to go to the Space Center or the Devon Corporation? I think Steven said he was going back to Devon, so let's head back there first. It is also closer. It's kind of cool how the soaring in the sky takes distance into account. Like it actually, fly takes the same amount to go anywhere, but flying on Latios or Latios actually takes longer to go farther, which kind of makes sense. I always like when video games um, do that. I really liked, I don't know if any of you guys played Morrowind, which is an old Elder Scrolls game, where there were actually like routes for quick travel, so you had to like make pit stops and things, and it really felt a little bit more realistic that way. Ah, Professor Cosmo. What? Ouch. Ooh, you're that fantastic trainer who helped me before. How does he not know me by name by now? Oh, it's not Professor Cosmo. It's a guy that looks very much like him, but it's the trainer from the Devon Corporation. And it seems like Team Aqua is back, so that's cool. Yo, geek. Ah, you gotta help me, please. Whoa, you're that kid trainer I met before. You're getting in the way again. Guess history repeats itself. I hope he's the same one that like Faces in Pelborg was, with like a Mayana now and maybe some other Pokemon. Seems like it could be, although it's hard to tell them apart because a lot of times you would tell them apart by their Pokemon, but they all have like the exact same Pokemon. Like in, I don't know if you guys remember, in the original Gold, Silver, and Crystal, unlike their remakes. Oh, I guess Dan is up first again. That's right. Um, the Team Rocket admins did not have names. They were all just Team Rocket admin. Now, one of them was female, so obviously you could tell her apart. But the three guys, you only could tell them that they were different characters. I guess a little bit by the dialogue, but mainly because they had totally different Pokemon. There was the one with like the six coughing, I think, and there was the head guy with the Houndoom, and there was a third guy too. I don't remember what he had. Boomburst it is. But it wasn't until Gen 4 they actually gave them all names. I think even in Gen 3 you can actually encounter some of those executives in the post-game of Fire Red and Leaf Green, which is pretty cool, as they're searching for Giovanni. It's obviously before Gold and Silver and the remakes. But again, I don't think there are trainer names in that one. I can't remember. There might be. But you might know who they are just because of the Pokemon they have. Grr, am I destined to lose to you all the time? I guess so, at least till you get better Pokemon. What's wrong, Grunt? Here we go again. What, you again? Fine. Sure, I know I can't win, but I'm going to challenge you for Matt. So is Matt in charge now? Or is he still working for his bro, Archie? Curious to see what's going to happen here. And this guy has a Muck. Once again, you should be able to make quick work of it. So they don't have 6 Pokemon teams, but by facing you one after the other, it's kind of the equivalent of having 6 Pokemon teams. If you guys are wondering what Sucker Punch does, it's kind of like Quick Attack, but it's 80 base power, which is double Quick Attack, and it's also Dark type. But Sucker Punch only works if your opponent uses a damaging attack. It does not work if they use like a status move or something like that. It's funny, I always think of status moves as like status conditions, but the term status move actually means any move that doesn't do damage. Well, there's probably some exception to that, but yeah, any move that's not like an attacking move or a special attacking move. Sound the retreat! It's only good sense to save my own hide, for Matt's sake. And here's number 3. I'm hungry, so I'm going back. I like how this guy keeps going behind you. Ah, well, my stomach's ready for battle, because it's rumbling. Is that how it works? And I always have some food before I start playing these, so I'm not hungry during the Let's Play. And a Golbat. Once again, I'm sure Dan can make some quick work of a Golbat here. Sparkly little bow. Alright, let's see what I have on my notepad here. Oh, fun thoughts today, or I meant to say actually last episode but didn't finish, or the other episode, when I was talking about Whalmer bouncing around with the move Bounce. Can you imagine if this was real life and a Whale Lord knew Bounce? It's this giant whale just like bouncing up many feet in the air. Synchronoise is kind of the dumbest move ever. I can't think of any good use for it. I even like Googled it to see if anybody else could, and the answer is pretty much no. It was like maybe with a Kecleon somehow, but not really, no. Synchronoise, if it's the one I'm thinking of, is a psychic move that has 120 base power, which is great, right? But you can only use it against Pokemon that have the same type, I think. And if it's a psychic move and use it against another psychic type, it's not very effective. So I don't know. It just seems to have no point whatsoever. Hopefully it's one of them that they delete a lot of moves with Gen 8 just to kind of clean things up, which they deleted some moves I liked, but I do understand that there's so many moves, it was just too many at that point. But hopefully they deleted um, Synchronoise, because if they kept that and delete all the other moves, I'd be kind of mad. I'm gonna Google it to make sure that's what I thought it was. I lost, just like I figured. I'm gonna get some food on the way back. Some fast food here in Rustboro. Sounds yummy. The thank you, you helped me again. As my thanks, I'll give you another grape ball. Oh, now is not the time for this. We're in big trouble. Team Aqua stole the control device for the link cable that our company has been developing. The special cool called the Dimensional Shifter. The person who stole it was a huge man with bulging muscles. Sounds like Matt. What shall I do? What shall you do? What shall I do? They must have headed for the Moss Deep Space Center. Steven must have gone ahead to the Space Center, but I'm worried. I think Steven would have escorted it there himself, but I guess not. It's probably not anything to see here. Yeah, could talk to Mr. Stone, but I'm not going to waste time. He probably doesn't have anything too interesting to say. If anything, he probably just tells you to head over to the Space Center. Alright, so I was thinking we might have to go back to their base or something and face some of them again and get the link cable back, but it seems like that is not the case. Seems like we are just once again going to everyone's favorite Space Center, or at least everyone's favorite Pokemon World Space Center. Because I've said before, I'd love to go to Cape Canaveral one day and watch a rocket launch in real life. Maybe when they launch to Mars or something like that. I'm sure it'll be really crowded then, but alright, that is the Pokemon League. Don't need to go there yet, but 125. Back up, put this thing in reverse. Beep, beep, beep. Let's see. Oh, Synchronoise, I'm thinking of a different move. Synchronoise passes on a status problem um, to the other Pokemon, so it actually could have some uses. It's probably not, it's a little bit too niche to use to take up a move slot. I feel like the chances of actually finding a situation to use it are probably not super common. What am I thinking of then? Remember the name of the move I'm thinking of. I'm sure it'll come to me though. Guess there are still a number of grunts around. Wonder if those are the five girls with the Houndowers. Not Houndowers. That'd be cool if they were Houndowers, but the Poochenas. Maybe they have Mightyena now. Let's go, grunts. Alright. As usual, we'll be following Team Aqua and stopping their mysterious deeds. No repel required. Alright, seems like the place is cleared out. Mostly at least, which makes sense. I'd like to protect the rocket, but I'd like to protect myself too. Those thugs, are they after our rocket? I guess Team Aqua's going into space. Oh, why? I've heard on Buzz now that Team What's cleaned up its act. Apparently not this faction, at least. What? Those thugs? I'm so flabbergasted I can't move. Guess none of these guys have very good Pokemon to fight them with. Or they're just outnumbered and out-Pokemoned. Ah, weird people, scary. At a time like this, my big sister wouldn't be around at all. I'm a failure as a professional. Who's her big sister, I wonder? Whoa, I'm saying something that I can only say at a time like this. Whoa? I don't know, you can say whoa lots I mean, you work at a space facility. I think you can say whoa, like, all the time. If there's ever a profession to say whoa in, it's probably one in spaceflight. I saw quintuplets for the first time. I kind of feel lucky. That's random, but okay. Now, if you had quintuplets, that could be cool, but seeing them, I don't know. I also like to rendezvous with the wrong sort of people, like them. Okay, also kind of weird. Please don't be attracted to Team Aqua. Oh, maybe that's her big sister there. They do look alike. Tee hee hee. We finally meet again. It's been how long has it been? Nincompoop, it doesn't matter. 3 months probably not years. Brace yourself. You won't let us call you. We won't let you call us mere quintuplets. Oh, they're the quintuplets. Okay. It's hard to tell when, like, all the Team Aqua female grunts look the same, but that's the way it is. I guess maybe they look different than the other Team Aqua grunts. I haven't really paid too much attention, but and I was right. They all have mighty eyelids, and hey, this is a cool coincidence. Promise I didn't know this fight was level 25. Oh my. So if you have a physical attacker here, you're in trouble because you're gonna get intimidated 5 times. Thankfully, very thankfully, Dan is a special attacker. Also, why are they 25? That's just like wild Pokemon are higher. Like make them 40. That'd be a fun challenge. Maybe they're worried it would be unfair and hard, which I guess is not wrong. But also, I will need to use a Lepa Berry at some point here, or more likely I'll just switch out Dan for um, Lily, as was originally intended. And I don't know if Petal Dance would have affected multiple of them, or if it would have affected like one of them at random. Oh, I feel bad. All the dogs falling over. Oh no, we lost again. Maybe you should have more than one Pokemon at level 25. Maybe some different ones too. Like if you had a Ghost type, that'd be cool. They would have been able to do some damage because they're immune to Boom Burst. Like maybe just don't all have the same Pokemon. Ha ha ha! I knew we would lose. I wanted to win in style like the Hoenn Rangers. It's odd. That strategy, intimidate 5 times in a row, she'll be invincible. Somebody needs to tell them about special attacks versus physical attacks. Did you cheat? Grumble grumble. Nincompoop. Stop whining. Matt is on the 2nd floor. It's pathetic, but we can't stop him. Please, please stop him. Are they talking about me or him? I assume they're talking to Matt about me because they seem to be following me, but otherwise, why would they want to stop their boss? Otherwise, why not just not come? Or like let me go through and not face me and weaken my Pokemon for Matt. I am not worried about Matt. I might regret this, but I'm not going to heal up. So, see how it goes. I shouldn't have let any scoundrels go upstairs, but I'm petrified and can't move. You're in the headlights, I guess. But what would your sister say? All right, here we go. Let's see if Matt has done any more training or Mega Evolution or anything. Your timing, as always, is impeccable, Owen. Oh, another grunt. I wonder if this will be a double battle with Steven. That'd be cool. Well, it'd be really cool if they actually had a good team. Team Aqua, what do you intend to do with that device? You do realize that this is the last hope we have of saving the planet, right? Like, there's a meteor coming and we still can't come together? Come on, guys. What was that? What? Last hope? Haha. Mwahaha. I ain't laughing one bit, punk. My bro whom I love so much. Are you trying to tell me that everything we've done up till now, the ties that bind us, all of it was a mistake? My bro has changed since he got mixed up with you. How convenient it must be for you to put all the blame on another. Shut it, Know what? That rocket's full of crazy amounts of energy. It's even more awesome than the ultimate weapon that ended the war 3,000 years ago, right? What? If I use this keystone I found at Meteor Falls, I can force the energy inside the rocket to explode. So he does have a keystone. I really hope he has like a Mega Gyarados or just anything besides Mega Sharpedo. Also, it's interesting, one of those grunts we faced had a Sharpedo, which I think is the first one we've seen from a grunt, and not just an admin. It'll be like Mega Evolution for the rocket. Mwahaha. Who needs a meteoroid? I'm going to bring an end to all things with my own power. Okay, so he's just psychotic. Great. The one who will complete Project Azoth and take the world back to its beginnings is me. Do all these people realize that, like, humans weren't there at the beginning? I'm also not a fan of all the people who say, like, that humans are bad for, I mean, we are bad for the planet, clearly, but especially when people say, like, oh, humans shouldn't go to other planets because they're going to mess up other planets. Mess up from whose perspective? There's no such thing as perspective except from humans. But anyway, don't get me started on that. Back to the game. Owen, this incredible fool really intends to do it. If we don't stop this now, our whole world will be embroiled in the destruction. You're ready to battle, aren't you? You know it, Steven. Wonderful. Hoo-ha! I'm gonna smash you up. And this idiot grunt here is following him as well. Like, who? I mean, I guess there probably are people out there, but the Russians actually had a literal doomsday device during the Cold War, which hopefully is disengaged. But I don't think anyone's ever confirmed that. Um, But I mean, like, at least you can understand they were doing it as a disincentive. Okay, so who has the two Pokemon though? Is it the Grunt or is it Matt? Now, Petal Dance I think is random. I don't get a chance to choose again. So let's go with Sludge Bomb. Or we can use Dazzling. Well, let's use Dazzling Gleam. Super effective and spread damage. This should be an easy battle because I don't know how many Pokemon Steven has or what they are. I think I'm trying to remember. I feel like in Emerald he had like a 3 Pokemon team that was like Skarmory, Lairon, and Metang or something like that. They're faster. Interesting. Alright, your defense rose. Thankfully I have a specially offensive move. Critical hit. Down goes my Deanna. See what Skarmory does. Level 53. Very nice. Steel Wing. Okay. With the defense increase, me not very effective, and Skarmory, yeah, not having a good attack. I thought it would do more than that, honestly, but clearly not. Also, I guess Sharpedo's Mega Evolved, so that doesn't help either. Okay, so Muck is actually an interesting switch because Muck actually resists all my moves except Shadow Ball. But I don't trust Skarmory to take out Sharpedo. I'm not sure it even can, so let's go ahead and play it smart, take out the bigger threat. Ooh, oh no, hang on Lily, hang on! Oh! Okay, well, Lily was knocked out, but with her fainting breath, she did poison Sharpedo, so that's pretty cool. Much better. You guys remember the time she poisoned Kyogre? Oh, good times. Aerial Ace, why didn't you use that the first time? Come on, Steven, you're the champion. Alright, so Sharpedo's days are numbered. We could send out just about anybody. Let's send out Ford. And you know what I'm going to do? I don't know if it's going to affect both of them or all three. If it is, then apologies to Steven. I'll give you a revive for your Skarmory. But I do want to see what Blast Burn does. No, we do get to target. Okay, I could be totally mean and target his Skarmory, but I am not a madman like Matt is. So I'm going to take care of Muck, and I'm going to hope that Skarmory might take care of Sharpedo. And then Poison will finish it off. I'm second guessing that strategy now, because Sharpedo's going to be faster anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Even if we attack it, it's gonna go first either way, so assuming we survive. Okay, and it didn't use a water move. I'm not sure it has any good water moves, to be honest. I know it has like Aqua Jet, or can learn Aqua Jet, but maybe Waterfall, but I don't think you can learn it by leveling up, so I'm not sure if Mats would have Waterfall or not. Hopefully the game will give it a good move, or even like Dive would be cool. But you always like when the programmers give them like TM moves and HM moves. Alright, so no chance for the poison to even strike because that will finish it off. Good job, Steven. Good job, Ford and Lily. I knew I wouldn't win, but hey now. Or maybe that was her talking. You never know who's talking here. Whoa, 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 dang it. Am I not good enough, bro? Owen, now is our chance. Take the dimensional shifter and... Look who it is. Everyone's favorite Draconid. Come here. What? Oh. Aster snatched the dimensional shifter away from Matt. That Pokemon, doesn't it belong to... Nice one, Aster. Great deductive power, Steven. You're the Draconid, yep. Or you could just call me Zinnia. Aster. Thank you, dear. Now then, that is an impressive machine. Snap your fingers, the asteroid vanishes, and we all live happily ever after. Haha, indeed. It's like that former champ said. This thing is the best hope we have of saving this planet and everything on it. But you know, it could also be the worst tragedy imaginable for some other world and everything on it. It could, but again, like I said, she doesn't understand space. Like there are literally billions of meteoroids flying around out there, and asteroids, and all kinds of comets. Like more than billions. There's probably orders of magnitude more. And they don't crash into us because, at least in the real world, I don't know about Pokemon World, but at least in the real world, space is really big. That's why it takes, 3 days to go to the moon and 9 months to go to Mars, at least. So it's really big. Like, you went at light speed, it would take 4 years to get to another star. So no, just randomly teleporting somewhere is not going to affect another planet. I don't really buy her argument there. What are you trying to say? I'm not talking to you. You don't get it. But you, Owen, hope for our world, tragedy for another. You get it, don't you? I get what you're saying, I just disagree with it, which is not an option here. Not sure it matters what I say, but you know, and again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in Pokemon physics are totally different. Maybe in Pokemon, I mean, but the planets can't be that close because we don't look up at the night sky even in the Pokemon world and see other planets. Like when I look out my window and see Mars, it is a tiny little red speck that's not brighter than any other star. It's dimmer than some stars because it's very far away. Um, Great. So I want to say I don't get it. I suppose not. I'm not that surprised. It's pretty normal you wouldn't. My people know it. From generation to generation, we pass along the lore about the distortions in the world, worn by the Mega Evolution mechanism. Oh, so I wonder if by using Mega Evolution, are we like opening up portals? That's like unintentionally. That's a cool idea. And about the existence of another world, which we have long observed to be just like this one, and yet not the same. Oh, maybe the portal. Maybe she's right. Okay, so I didn't understand. I guess I answered correctly. I was thinking, like the professor said, it just teleported to somewhere else in space. But if it teleports to another dimension, like maybe the shadow dimension or another, not like Yu-Gi-Oh! Shadow Dimension or Shadow Realm, more like Giratina's Shadow World that you can visit in Platinum. Or maybe there's a whole other Pokemon world in a different dimension. That'd be cool. So I don't know. I can buy your argument there then. That actually makes a lot of sense. Just like this one, and yet not the same. That's right. A Hoenn region that's almost exactly like this one we live in. Hey, maybe that's where the original games took place. Filled with Pokemon and people like us. A world where maybe the evolution of Pokemon took a slightly different path. Where Mega Evolution is unknown. A world where that war 3,000 years ago never happened. A world where the ultimate weapon was never even built. In that Hoenn of that world, what would happen if one day out of the blue a meteoroid appeared? What would happen to the people of that world without the technology to destroy the meteoroid or the power to warp it away? Looks like it's beyond the power of your imagination. I guess it was, now that you explained it. I understand. Linnea crushed the dimensional shifter in her hand. Well, so much for that. Guess we need to find a different way then. What kind of fool are you? You have no substantive proof, and yet you claim another world. One just like our own exists. Out of this fantasy, you have destroyed our only hope. What have you done? Farewell, brief hope. Do you even know? Now what are we to do? I feel like we probably could have stopped her. Like, I can beat her in a Pokemon battle. Like, how could we just not, you know, stop? Like, I could use Metagross, and I could, you know, pin her with Psychic and or Zen Headbutt or something. I don't know. I feel like whoever's the most powerful Pokemon should be able to overpower their trainer and stop her from doing things. But I guess that's not the way the plot works. Calm down there, Prof. It'll be okay. We can protect this world and the other. Who exactly is we? What are your intentions? Oh yeah, silly me. I forgot the other thing I came for. Keystone. Yep, knew it. Wah rah! See, now his Pokemon are fainted, so that makes sense. There's no way he could have stopped her, although he's a pretty bulky guy, but I'm sure he couldn't take on like a Salamence or a Tyrantrum, for example. And that's the Keystone gotten. Now put it together with the Keystone they've gotten their base. Here. Looks like my next appointment is calling, so I'll excuse myself now. Later. Here. Are we going to the base then? What Keystone is there? That punk. How dare she try to take my bro Archie's Keystone? Not cool, man. Not cool. Confound it all. I'm gonna start saying that now. Something goes wrong at work. Confound it all. Um, Reminds me of. Oh, actually, I was non sequitur. I hope you guys don't mind me interrupting this talk with my thoughts, but I figure it makes it a little more interesting. Um, I remembered. It's funny what you remember. I remembered one of the champions saying kudos. I thought it was Steven, but it wasn't. It was Wally, which is funny because that's. I remember as a kid, that's the first time I heard the word kudos, and I think I asked my mom what it meant, and it means like congratulations, but it's kind of a fancier way of saying kudos. But um, anyway, fun fact that nobody probably found fun except me. Uh, so she must be making for Team Aqua's hideout next. Think, Steven, think. What to do? What to do? Should we go to the hideout? Just a guess, you know. Just my thought here. Which is kind of cool because I thought about that earlier and I was musing about that, but I didn't think we'd actually go there since we were coming here instead. All right, well, I guess that's going to be our next stop then. I don't know. It's been about half an hour. Probably could end the episode. What do you guys say we do just like a little bit of training or something first, just for some fun, and then I will come back and we'll head to. See, I'm kind of torn here because a part of me wants to like, really draw this out and do some other stuff and you know, um, really kind of enjoy this over a longer period. Should probably heal too when we get there. Let's heal now. The other part is like really exciting was kind of RP it and just kind of go from area to area. So I don't know, I'm a little torn. Um, let's keep going with it because actually, I was gonna say because it seems like our team is not over leveled or overpowered, although we are winning actually pretty easily. So I'm torn because I'm worried there's gonna be like one really tough battle like at the end of this quest. But you know what? Let's try it. Hey, at the very least it'll be fun if we lose. You know, I don't lose very often on screen, but I have before, and actually the ones where I lose have been some of the best rematches ever. So let's do that. I'm gonna do a little bit of on-screen training, I guess, real quick, just to end out the episode, and then we come back. We will pick up with the Delta episode, head to the Team Aqua base, and continue this exciting plot. So what I'm gonna do, let's see, which trainers should we face? There's a lot of cool trainers here. Let's do the ones. I'm gonna save the Ace trainers because they have teams of 5, and that could take maybe a decent bit of time. But I do think we should face somebody. So let's face those guys we were considering facing outside Meteor Falls yesterday. We do have some pretty cool Pokemon just for something a little bit different. All right, Route 114. This is where we caught. Oh, let's use Ava. This is where we caught Ava. Many weeks ago, I guess it was, or yeah, it was weeks ago. Maybe a month ago, not quite a month. I think I started playing this. When did I start playing this? Was it June 1st or May 1st? Probably. Let's see here. So thinking things through. So we've done 80 episodes. And I tend to play maybe on average 1 to 2 a day. I was playing like 2 a day pretty consistently for a while there. Um, That'd be about 40 days. So yeah, probably it was beginning of June I think I started. It was right at the beginning of the month, or maybe the very end of May, the last few days. But so yeah, it's been about a month and a half. It's mid-July 2020 right now. Hopefully you guys aren't watching this thinking like, oh, poor Airvale, he doesn't know about, this is about to, like imagine I started doing this in like, you know, February or like February 2020 and posted it in like April or May, and like I wouldn't know about the coronavirus, but alright, so Fairy is even against electric types, but I think Earthquake being doubly effective will be more powerful here. So Ampharos is pretty cool. It's a Gen 2 Pokemon, obviously. A lot of people like it because it's pretty easy to get Mareep, and a lot of people are fans of electric types. I think it's probably one of the more popular types. Kind of Fire type is also a really good one. I like Fire types, and I don't mind electrical Pokemon. There are some pretty cool ones, like Electivire is probably my top 20, top 25. But, oh, not quite enough to defeat it. That's a little surprising. And Cotton Guard will make his defenses very high, but I don't think he has a potion, so it shouldn't really matter. Actually, it's probably also better to use Earthquake than Return, because Return is a contact move, I'm pretty sure, which means it could trigger Ampharos' ability Static. I think it has Static. Earthquake is not a contact move, so it will not. But to be honest, I'm not a big fan of most electric types, mainly because they don't have a good move pool. And that's kind of one of the things I like about certain Pokemon is my favorites tend to have really good move pools for really lots of fun, powerful moves with really good coverage. Like, Altaria, for example, can learn Flamethrower, Earthquake, um, Dragon attacks. It can learn, I think, flying attacks, obviously. I think there's more. I don't think it can learn ice or electric attacks. Maybe like Shockwave or something. All right, let's use Earthquake. He does have Sturdy, so I don't think it's going to be a one-shot, even if it is 4 times super effective, but because of Sturdy, it won't be a one-shot. I also really, a part of me wants to I'm sad I'm not gonna get to train an Aggro in any of these Let's Plays. I really want to train one now that they have the ability to have Rock Polish plus Sturdy, like to survive any attack. Rock Polish be super fast, and then like it's a super powerful Pokemon. It just can't take hits very well because of its weaknesses. I feel like that'd be so. And Aggron is a great Pokemon. It's really cool looking. It's not very good in Pokemon Go. Don't be misled. But let's use Flamethrower for fun. But I just really want to train one, so I don't know. Maybe I'll even train one off screen just for fun, and then maybe use it in a couple battles just to have something to do with it. But I don't know where we find Mega Aggronite, but I've never used a Mega Aggron. I could see that being pretty cool. I actually considered it for I think when I was playing my team for Pokemon Y, which I do want to do a Let's Play of eventually, even though I've already done Pokemon X, I really just want to do it because there's so many cool Gen 6 Pokemon I want to train and haven't yet. I was kind of thinking, well, the Mega Evolution is new, so I could train one there, but I just didn't have room in the party for it. But who knows? I might. This is going to do a lot of damage. But oh, right, we're not Flying type anymore, so we're no longer weak to Rock. Even so, it looks like Ava has such high defenses it would have survived. Kind of surprising, because Rhyperior has a very high attack stat. And down goes Rhyperior. So like I said, really cool Pokemon. But yeah, Ampharos, actually Ampharos I think in later gens can learn like, I think Fire Punch and Ice Punch, which are, low base power, but at least they're coverage moves. But I think just overall, I guess Dragon Pulse, which is, it's fine, but it's not really good. Dragon moves are more good as a stab attack. They're pretty good stab move. Although now that fairies exist, they're not as good. But very defensive Pokemon too, it looks like. Although he's not really taking advantage of that very well. Um, but yeah, even like Mega Ampharos, I could see myself using a Mega Ampharos, especially because it's part Dragon, which is cool, because then it would have Electric and Dragon stab attacks, which would be pretty nice. Plus maybe some coverage moves. Focus Blast I guess can learn, but Focus Blast is kind of inaccurate, and I don't know, it's just most electric Pokemon I would like a lot, I just don't because they don't really have that good of move pools. Even like Mega Manectric can learn Flamethrower, but not much else. Probably should have healed up, but we'll see how it goes. I think he only has 2 Pokemon. He does, right. Magcargo, okay, this should be easy because Magcargo does not have Sturdy. And it is also doubly weak, just like Aggron, to Earthquake, because it is Fire and Rock. We could also Roost if we needed to, but I feel like we might take more damage from one of his attacks. Oh, I didn't Mega Evolve! Whoops! Nonetheless, still doing a ton of damage, not a problem. We'll Mega Evolve at the start of this next one. Also, I did look it up because I was curious, and Mega Evolution does not affect speed the first turn you use it in this generation, but in Generation 7 I think it does, and I know in Generation 8 it does. In Generation 8 actually, speed is constantly calculated throughout the turn, so if a Pokemon, like, again, when I'm using my ABCD, if Pokemon, say the initial order of speed is A, B, C, D, but say Pokemon A goes first and uses like Scary Face to lower Pokemon C's speed, Pokemon C will not go third. It will go after Pokemon D because it's constantly recalculating, okay, who goes next between each Pokemon's move in Gen 8 only. And presumably future gens as well, but fun fact that I was reading on the wiki. Anyway, nice little bit of training there just to round off the episode. Should be ready for our exploration of the Team Aqua base, so I'm going to end the episode here, and I will see you guys back shortly when we continue the Delta episode.